Hi everyone. My name is Jolie Williams. I'm a first year faculty of law student here at the UWI Mona, and I'll be the tour guide today.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We are here at the UWI Mona campus, and we're going to be touring it around. She's going to be showing us all of the history and all of the resident halls and a lot of places that some of you might not know exist here. So this one, you can get acquainted with the campus, and obviously if you have any questions or would like to get more information about the university, I'll have a lot of stuff in the description and links and everything associated. So stay tuned and let's get started.
This is what we call Assembly Hall. So this is the focal point of our school. This is where we have administration buildings. Most of our school given events happen here. So over here is where we have most of it's closed. But over here is where we have most of our events and also where we do exams. Administration building, where we go for registrations, register for classes, and no, where we go to register for it. Registration for classes are online.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, there are the online portal.
Yeah, we have an online portal.
The child mural.
Yeah.
All right.
So it depicts every activity in UWI Mona. Right. So as you can see it needs a little update since there are more stuff added than what happened last time. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So it's like a mural of history.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can see the medicine in the middle focal point.
Yes.
Started as a school for medicine. You can see dancing, right? Music,
Wow.
research, sciences, marketing.
Right.
So it's a whole lot of stuff. Hi, sir. And then we have our bank, as mentioned, and our own bookstore.
In the bookstore.
Yeah.
So the university bookstore, that's where you buy the books for class, or is it more for like just in general?
You have reading. We have reading materials as well as books for class. Yeah.
Okay.
So mostly it's our book for classes that we buy here.
Our university library. This is our main library, as we call it.
UWI Mona has 4 libraries. So I know the main one is here. You have one over the Faculty of Law, which is the Laws Library. You have one over the Faculty of Social Sciences, I believe. One over Medical Sciences. And I'm actually not sure what the 4th one is because I haven't been there. Okay. But I know that there's 4.
And it's on the other side of the campus,
Yes.
maybe. Okay.
So this is Ring Road.
All right.
And
Ring Road.
yeah, because it goes in a ring.
Oh, okay.
This is Ring Road. And as you can see, our school has multiple fast food franchises as well as other franchises. So we have our own KFC, Burger King. It's like a community here. And it's
Right.
it's like a gated community. So actually right here is our first hall that we're passing. That yellow beside KFC, that yellow and white. So it's kind of in the back. It's Chancellor Hall. It's our only all-meal hall.
Wow. Is there a specific year, like with the freshmen?
No, everyone can go.
Okay.
So none of the halls are subjected to a year, except for one, because it's our postgrad hall.
Oh, okay.
So
you do have postgraduate.
yeah, we have postgrad halls.
Wow. That way?
Yeah, we can go that way.
Alright. So student union side on Island Coast.
Yeah. So this lane that we're heading on is Shed Lane because
Shed Lane.
yeah, if you didn't know, this is UWI Mona was 2 sugar plantations brought into one. I've recently heard from an archaeology student, that it was 3. So the Poppy, Mona, and the Hope Estate, but we aren't really sure about the Hope. So
Okay.
yeah, so this is the halfway point between the Poppy and Mona Estate, and it's called Shed Lane because they said this is where we shed the name of it being 2 estates and brought together into one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So there were 2 sugar plantations,
yeah.
and then they merged together to one. So
Yes,
they
to
shed the
create
name
UWI
and
Mona.
okay,
Yeah.
wow.
So
Are there any remains of that?
on the concession.
Yeah.
You can see, but it's after we finish this and go
Okay.
back up.
All
you'll
right.
see some, and some's down by here actually. So yeah. So this is one of our other halls. This is our oldest hall over on our left.
On our left
Yes.
side.
So it's Irving Hall. It's the first hall ever created in UA.
All right.
It's got a renovation by the 138, which houses 3 dorms here on the school. So it gives like apartmenty vibes. And on our right is Alot Park, right over here. So when we're turning, you'll see it better.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it's Alot Park. If it wasn't raining, I could have brought you to get a closer look. But unfortunately,
I know the weather.
yeah, the weather doesn't permit us. But it's Alot Park, and it's where we have all of our
So we keep straight
prime
here.
ministers. Yeah, we can go on the left. There's a public left. So here is where we have all of our prime ministers and everyone who went on to be world leaders that are graduates of UWI Mona.
Oh wow,
So our prime minister's name is on it because the Honorable Andrew Jones went to the school, and we also have 3 more that's supposed to be added.
Wow.
So name plates added and everything.
Yeah, I like that because like they're actually living.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of places here it's like you have all the heroes and the legends that passed. So you know that's really good that they're living and you're able to add that.
To commemorate. And
Right.
on top, since we couldn't get a closer look because of rain, it's a bell. So it's from the Sacred Heart Church.
Where is that?
It's down. It's not here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about it now so we can get an idea when we're there. So it's from the Sacred Heart Church, and that church was a church then or library, but it's no longer a library, so we call it our old library, and it's an examination hall. So down here is also one more of our halls. Yeah. Rex Nettleport Hall.
That for the girls?
No, it's co-ed. So
Oh,
we only
okay.
have 2 single sex dorms and the rest are co-ed.
Okay.
But our school doesn't like for us to call them dorms because they believe that's somewhere where the students sleep. They like to be called halls of residence because we integrate, it's a community here, so they don't like. So I believe this hall commemorates the clusters, as they call it, with famous names. So like Jimmy Cliff and you know all of those names, they commemorate them. And on our right is also one more of our 138 facilities.
Over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's 3 of them. So our 138 facilities. This is the Leslie Robinson Hall, and there are also the Geraldine Flats, which are the ones right here, that house international students when they have our exchange program, and they're here like you guys want to do a tour, so on.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
what's some more information about the international?
To the left is our next hall. It's the Sandals or Villa of Louis. You'll see it better once you go down by the bowl.
We're going down there.
Yeah. So, international student wise, as you know, UWI Mona, this is what we call open campus. Because this is where the UWI headquarters is. However, we also do have other universities in the Caribbean.
Exactly.
So because of that, we have a lot of inclusivity. It's really great. Students from other schools like St. Augustine, 5 Islands, they come here if they want to experience what it's like here. So we have a semester or a year-long program. So this is our student hall. This is where we have basically everything the students need. We have the students, I'm also a student. So we have our own supermarket, our own e-commerce, we have Western Union.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
our own e-commerce, we have our own restaurants there. We have our own gym. And
In that side, they're all in that building
we have,
over there.
and over here is where band practices as well. So we have our own facilities for the students, so we really don't need to go off campus.
Wow, that's really good. So that's really good for like international students too.
And also for international students, I know there's always the issue of safety,
Yes.
and because of that, we have our own police station.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, they decided that UWI is so big, and as I said, it's a community. We need our own police station. So
Yes.
it's actually right down here. So this is another 138 facility. This is the George Allen Hall. This is our youngest hall. This is my hall.
Okay, nice.
So this is the youngest hall. We're 6 years old this year.
Wow.
So yeah, this is our youngest hall. So
And you need the ID to get in and everything.
yeah, so
Yeah, how does
as you
that
see,
work?
security is posted everywhere on
Right.
everywhere to ensure safety. So down
She
here,
went to university.
yes, right here is our our police station. So you can't see it really well, but it's right there.
Right.
And then further down in, it's our normal money legal clinic.
Okay, so it's a clinic for that. So how does that work? Do you have to have like insurance or health plans or something to use the clinic?
No, that's our legal aid clinic.
Oh.
Law students.
Okay.
We have our own clinic, yes, but that's up more in the tour.
All
So we
right.
have our own clinic. Yeah, we have our own clinic and health insurance. Okay. That UWI puts us under once we're a student.
Wow.
So we have it. It gives. So this is the hall that I said is like a villa. You
Yes,
can see
it's
the
very
vibes.
nice.
It gives, yeah,
Yes.
it gives bougie. It gives vibes.
Right.
That's
Very
lovely.
beautiful.
Yeah. So it's really nice. They call it the sandals of UWI.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
I like
as I was
that.
saying, it gives health insurance, yes. So once you're a student of UWI and you've paid your miscellaneous fees and so on, they will issue you your insurance card that you can get free checkups at the clinic, free dental as well. You can, if you go outside, you have to pay a fee.
Right.
Because
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but it's here. You can take the rides. So here is the UWI Mona Bowl, as we call it. This is our sports center,
I'm just
basically.
talking about this.
Yeah. So this is our sports center basically. We have, I think, 3 football fields, or more than 3. We have our own tracks. As you know, the Usain Bolt track, it's here at UWI Mona.
Oh, wow.
On that side. So we can see after, because I think the rain is
Yes, it's
Yeah, so
easing
we
up
can-
for
we can
us.
look.
Thank
So
God.
over
So you
here-
can do different. They do different sports on the same field over here.
Yes. So
Okay. What's the most like common sport
here,
here? Yeah, is it more
Okay,
football or?
our most common sport would have to be football.
Okay.
Really, and the track and field, because
Yeah.
our track and field actually, since you know Usain Bolt's
Mhm.
track is down here,
Exactly.
a lot of the students that use it are like athletes.
Okay, so that's like their official training and
Yes,
stuff like
so
that. Okay.
athletes,
Right.
students who run in like ISA Boys and Girls, Champs. That's really big. We just had our ISA,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was just. Yeah, it was,
so a lot of students
carry
use
to
it.
'em.
So
Right. So like, how do the students usually get around the campus? Do they usually walk it, or do
okay,
they
so we have our own bus service actually.
Okay.
So we have our own bus service. The bus service is more towards commuting students though, because you know students off campus also need to ensure safety since you're here at
Exactly.
university.
Right.
So it's to ensure that the students go home. We also have one for staff, so it ensures the students and staff go home safely. The bus is
Right.
there. But we also have our own taxis. I know my dorm has a taxi service that you can just call, pay, and they bring you to it. Most students though, they walk, because it's really nice and calming to walk around. It's
Yeah,
really
it
pretty
is.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty too. So most students just walk around campus with friends or something.
Okay.
So it's mostly walking,
Right.
but you have the option of a taxi service if you would like.
You need to. Okay. Yeah, cause it's a big campus. I can imagine.
Yeah, it's really big, and most of the classes, as you can see, most of the dorms are towards here.
I know.
So it's like a 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
If you're walking really slow, if you're a slow walker like me, it's like 15-20 minutes. But if you know you're fast,
Right.
swift, long legs,
Yes.
it's like a 10-minute walk. But
Right.
it all depends.
Of course.
Okay, so as I was saying, our fields or courts. We do badminton, tennis, literally almost everything under the sun.
Wow. That's
And
nice.
I love that because I wasn't, as a Jamaican, you know, we're not really included in those sports areas.
Uh-huh.
So coming here at this university and seeing all of these sports
Right.
areas, it just
You get
made
more
me,
exposure.
Yeah, I would get more exposure.
Hi.
Sorry.
You know.
Hi.
Yes.
As well as inclusivity. and everything.
Interesting.
Back on the international students, a lot of them are from other sports fields. Not all of them
Right.
do football. So when I came here and we were doing our introduction, our orientation, and our competition amongst all the halls, it was really nice to see the students there and all of them. I had a friend from Antigua. He's really good at swimming. He told me he's competitively swims. It was really nice to
Wow.
see it because I don't know a lot of Jamaicans
Exactly.
who competitively swim.
Right.
Students who do badminton. So it's really nice once you're here at the university. The diversity, a lot of food. I loved having our freshers fed. It was the first time I tried Trinidadian doubles.
Really?
Yeah, it was the first time. I really liked it. I don't like beans though, but it was really good. I liked the spice, everything. It's really
Right.
inclusive, so I like it here.
I like that because that's usually what we have over the States. I went to Rutgers University in New Jersey, and then I finished my master's online at Frostburg State in Maryland. So, you know, having that international feel, especially because I was in the business.
Yeah.
So that business campus, you know, you get people from all over. And that's one of the best things, that you can interact with other people's culture. You
And
learn
find
different
out
languages.
more. Yeah,
Yes.
it's really fun.
Yes, it is.
It's really nice.
So there's there people like the students, they work here on campus too? You have like jobs for students
Yes,
as
there
well?
are
Okay.
job opportunities for students here on
Right.
campus. So you have multiple. You can work graduation days.
Okay.
You can work as an usher for. I work as an usher for some of the school events.
Okay.
So like book
Nice.
launches and stuff like that. They have opportunities, paid opportunities, as well as volunteering opportunities.
Okay.
Because they allow you to expose yourself to people, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Since I said I'm not social, but
Right.
going out to the usher groups, I met
Right.
a lot of people. It's really fun. It's really nice to just get to know people, and as well as other students from other faculties.
That's what we're here for, the experience. So what would you say, like, for someone that's coming from the States or, you know, over in Europe and stuff like that, that want to see, maybe they don't have a connection to Jamaica, like through the family line,
Yeah.
you know, what would you say to them, you know, to kind of to encourage them to come to the campus? Why would you think that they should come?
Okay, so for example, if you said they don't have a family line.
Exactly.
Because some of the students here do have
most
some form of
right.
heritage or some form
Exactly.
of family line here in Jamaica. If you don't, I know you'd be scared to move away from home,
Right.
you know, everything that you know, but I'd still say go for it. Because as much as you aren't really here,
Right.
you is like a community. You will find your people. It's really great. You will find your people, and I really don't know what's stopping you. It's really great. We have diversity. We have people who are here. There's a girl in my class from England. She doesn't have any form of roots here,
Okay.
and she's here. She just came because she wanted to explore the culture. And you have the dorms here if you feel to stay, or if you since you don't have any family here,
Exactly.
so you can come on the dorms and stay. It's really inclusive, especially to international students. You come here, it's really great.
Right.
So come,
I like
explore
that.
culture, explore school.
And then you can still connect to the other parts of the islands. Like if you're somebody that you want to be, you know, you want to have an opportunity to study, but you still want to explore Jamaica.
Yeah, that's
You-
what I'm saying.
yeah.
You can use the opportunity to really
Right.
explore the parish. And not only the parish, the whole country, because when you get like breaks and so on, you have the opportunity to go out.
So are there like excursions and things like that that you can?
There are
Okay.
actually a lot of trips.
For the safety.
Yeah, so they had a school trip that went to, I don't remember where it was. It was another parish. It was another parish. And also the halls also have trips. So if you're on a hall and you'd really like to go somewhere, just talk to someone on the hall and be like, I really like a trip. And once enough people.
Okay.
Yeah, once
So that's
enough
nice.
people-
You can have your own group and
Yeah.
that's interesting. So do you get like a lot of students, even, you know, no, maybe not a lot, but you have some students that don't speak English at all? Have you ever run into that?
I haven't, because UWI, since we're in Jamaica, is English speaking country, it has a stipulation that you must at least be fluent in English.
Okay, so you have to have
You
like a
have to
TOEFL
have-
test.
Yes,
Okay.
so we have our own ELPT test.
Okay, wow.
So it's our English proficiency test to ensure that you can speak somewhat basic conversational English.
Okay.
Right, that makes sense.
Interesting.
Right? And our university also believes that you should have a second language.
Okay.
So if I grew up here, so I did a language in high school.
In high school.
So
okay.
I don't have to do a language here.
Here.
in
Okay.
college.
That's good.
But they believe that you should have a second language for the exposure.
Of course.
Because you're not always going to be around English speaking people.
Exactly.
And you need to at least have conversational English to navigate the working world.
Right. Okay. So either way, for the English speakers or for the international speakers,
Yeah,
just
so if
having
you're
two
international,
languages.
so if you're bilingual or so on, you can, as long as you have, I think they're going to make you do the test though. So once you pass the test,
Right. The proficiency test.
yeah,
Okay.
once you've done it, you are able to do it.
Interesting. Yeah, that's good. Because you see, like in the States, they'll have those type of benchmarks. But you know, one of the things, and even I tutor in English for second language learners, and I also know a few languages conversationally. But the thing is that you might be able to read it and understand it and
But
comprehend
when
it.
someone's speaking,
When someone's speaking to you, that's
me
the
in Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I
Really?
think, I took Spanish as my second language.
Uh-huh.
So I believe that although it's really although it's really inclusive
Right.
of it,
Mm-hmm.
seeing Spanish and speaking Spanish are two different things.
Definitely.
Because
Definitely.
when I was doing the exam, I was really nervous because
Mhm.
it's this lady examining me to
Right.
make sure I can
Speak this
speak
other
this
language, right?
right? But it's really hard
Mm-hmm.
considering that looking at it, I could tell you the words, but hearing you and she's saying it really fast.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She's like, "¿Cómo estás?" I'm like, and I had to.
Un momento.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's really great.
Yes.
So this is sandals, so you can see it better. This is
Wow. Yeah, I like this one.
it's really cute. It's really nice. It's really nice.
I would love to open up my windows and things like that, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you feel like you're here in the island. You know what I mean? You have
Yeah.
a beautiful view of the mountains.
Yeah. I wake
Because then it's time to get up and. But yeah, you know, it's beautiful, and like I said, if you are really interested in learning about Jamaica culture and you want to be closer to it, you know, you're studying and stuff like that. I think that's really a good opportunity because a lot of people don't think of it like that. It's just like, you know, go afar and go afar and.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
it's-
saying?
It's not really exactly. It's not really like learning
Exactly.
about it. It's
Right.
Like,
This is
go.
because
Oh, right.
official track and field. Wow.
You say boat.
So what is that building over here?
Which one?
The yellow building. That's another.
The Jamaica's Football Federation. I
Oh,
believe.
okay. So that's where their headquarters are. Yeah. Wow.
So UWI is home to a lot of firsts.
Yes.
In the Caribbean.
Yes.
A lot of firsts. So,
Definitely.
Yeah, a whole lot.
So that's a pride, you know, to be
It
able
really
to come
is.
up here
It
and,
really is.
you know, grow up, especially growing up and being able to come because, you know, a lot of people come from different backgrounds and, you know, they could be the first in their family to even reach this level.
I am the person.
Oh, you are? Wow. Wow.
My sister. I can't talk.
That's interesting. So you're first generation.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really nice.
So
Yeah.
this we're going down to our second hall.
Uh-huh.
So it's but the thing is it's also a pressure in Jamaica. As you said, when you went, it was a pressure to just go to a university in the States.
Exactly.
It's also a pressure here because our universities, although UWI is the UWI, right, the University of the West Indies, and it's really great, really diverse. Most people really don't tell you that it's this diverse and this nice.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. It's not the standard.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And, you know, like you miss out on those opportunities because, like I was saying, when I was younger growing up, grew up in the States, but my mother used to always talk about Jamaica and she kept me into the culture, you know, but it wasn't a thing. I didn't know I had the opportunity to come to UWI. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
that's what I'm talking about.
right.
Like, I think although we have multiple campuses, because I didn't know that we had multiple campuses until we got here.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was great to know that we have multiple campuses and that it's so diverse that students from other countries even come here.
Yes.
And that the law. I was always interested in law, so I
Okay.
didn't know that if it was a couple years before, I would have actually went to Barbados for law.
Wow.
So that was how our school was operated. So we have law that was well known in Barbados. Most students still move
Still
from
go
Jamaica to Barbados
for that
law.
loss. Wow.
Right, but you also have students that come from Barbados to Jamaica just
Wow.
to experience the culture.
Interesting. So if you decided to say, like, maybe my first 2 years that I wanted to do in UWI Mona campus, I could decide to go to another one in, can you transfer?
I believe so, but I
Okay.
believe they only do it for example, a semester
Oh, okay.
or a year.
All right.
So it's an exchange program for a year, so you can exchange to another campus.
So you can
for a year.
exchange. Wow. That's good.
So this
And you
is
can
the
pick
hall.
up where you left off. So this one is another residence
Yeah.
hall. Okay.
Hall of Residence, Rex Netherford.
All right. Wow.
So this is their
This one's
opening
nice
entrance.
too.
Yeah, this is their opening entrance. So once you're moving in, this is down here is where you'd have to go. But they have an easier entrance up by the top that we drove by first. That that's where they mostly walk because it's closer to go to class than from the back here to go.
Yes, it is. Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But they're already inside of that
Exactly.
side.
So,
Wow.
and all of our halls have their own laundromat.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So everyone has their own laundromat. So
Wow. So does people like they share like roommate situations
okay,
or
so on our halls you have the option to share a room. So
Okay.
it's 2 persons to a room. It's nothing dramatic.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 persons to a room, or you have the option of a single room.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so all of our halls have that. However, only the 138 facilities, as I mentioned, have the option of your own bathroom.
Okay, so that's
So-
more of like a common.
Yeah.
All right. What about the kitchen part?
The kitchen, it's a common area, so
Okay.
it's still one
Right.
one kitchen to the whole flat. But
Right.
generally, on the other halls, for example, these 2 Aston Preston, and they both have shared
Shared.
bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All
you
right.
share it with your flat, but it's not a lot. I think on Rexington Ford, you share with 4 people, I believe. If it's not 4, it's 8. It depends on how much is in a room.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So
Right.
2, 4, and not all the while all rooms are.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
All right.
So the language, Mandarin, Chinese, Japanese.
Wow.
Yeah, as well. It's taught over here as well as culture.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the language and the culture
It's taught.
It's
here.
taught there.
Over here is it's our technical. So this is where anything wrong with our online learning. So anything wrong with it, it's here, as well as any issues with your devices, your laptop, or so on.
Okay,
You can tell
technology.
They'll tell you what's wrong so that you don't have to go outside and they rob you.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it's really good.
So that's one thing I like is like like you were saying, it is like a community.
Yeah.
Because if you're coming from if you're here internationally or if you
Yeah,
don't have a
you're not
family
sure.
base, yeah, you have everything here.
And they have a tendency to try to scam the overseas
Of
students.
course,
Exactly.
Yeah, of course. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's good that you have that.
This building here is our nursing building, so this is where our nursing.
Oh, the nursing building. That's
Yeah.
nice.
So as I said, UWI Mona School of Nursing.
Yes.
Yeah. So just go straight. So right here, as you can see, this building right here, as you're asking about our clinic.
All right.
This is our university's health clinic.
And it makes sense it's right next to the nursing.
Yeah, that's really good. So the
this is
people,
our university's health clinic.
the people in the nursing program are able to get some experience
So
over
we
here
have
as well.
practical hands-on experience here
Wow.
at the university.
Wow.
The pharmacy there too. I think I saw Shanae come here the other day.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right here. As you said, dentist, everything is right here.
They have a research in renewable energy. Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yes,
that's
we
really,
saw that
really
going on.
good.
Yeah, UWI does a lot of research.
Yeah.
Okay.
A whole lot. So we can come out and get off the
All right. So we're gonna be touring the pool. Or is it competitive or?
You have competitive swimming here, yes, of course. This, our swimming pool actually houses the Thunder. Their names on one of the, I can never remember their name.
Tornado swimming? All right.
That's a national swimming team down here at UWI. They're housed here.
Mm-hmm.
So they use this pool. I think that's them practicing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the pool can also be used for recreational use. Students come, they just show their ID.
Mm-hmm.
They have access to the pool.
Wow.
So we have competitive swimming amongst halls and amongst amongst the halls. I don't think the faculties, because we have faculty sports days, I don't think the faculties use the pool for
Personal or?
for
Okay.
personal use.
Interesting.
So our swimming pool, as you can see, really big. It's just for students to come if they want to. I think this man is coming to ask if we're going to use the pool, but we're not.
You know?
Yeah, so they're really, you see, really big on safety. They want to know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course. That's good.
So
Yeah.
give me a second, let me.
Mm-hmm.
I've done your muralist. So this mural here depicts what happens here. This is what we call Carimac.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where Caribbean students, School of Media, Art and Communication, right? So Carimac. So this depicts what happens in Carimac. So we can come closer to see it. So different forms of communication, and I recently found out that the one with the kiss down by the bottom, it's because kissing is a form of communication.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a way of communication. So you can see the music, the touching, everything. It's a form
Okay,
of
so that it's like a sensory
yes
photo and then
To show
the different parts of communication. Oh, that's nice.
So
What are these?
this is what I'm getting to.
All right.
So this is our wash. Sorry, this is our archaeological fact. This is our wash basin that was used.
Oh,
by
wow. That's how they used to
Yeah.
hand wash the.
yeah.
Oh, my
So
God.
it was used by the Gibraltar. It was used by the Gibraltar camp, the Gibraltar people, as well as the slaves.
Wow.
So it's really old.
Yes.
So there are two left here on UWI Mona.
Wow.
This is one here, and the other one is done by Aston Preston Hall.
And it hasn't been like.
No.
Wow. So these are actual
Yeah.
people's
So the only
ancestors used to
damage that has
literally
been
what?
done to it is, as you can see, is natural.
Yes,
damage.
natural
We
damage.
ourselves can't trouble this, or we're going to be in so much trouble.
Right.
But
Wow, that is nice.
yeah.
You know, to have those parts of history,
You have to blend it to get good food.
to have those parts of history.
Must try it.
So over here by the church.
Yeah, they make it.
This church is also a very important part of our history, as this church was said to be a gift to Princess Alice.
Hmm.
It houses all denominations, Anglican, Baptist, Catholic, Christianist, everything. Sundays, you know, we have our service dedicated towards it, but it doesn't discriminate. If you'd like to come and worship,
Of
it's-
course, but
Yeah.
that's the foundation
It's
of
the-
it.
exactly.
Okay.
So, as you know, our university is big on diversity, so it's here. Also,
And then on an international Anglican or Episcopalian, it would be
Yeah.
the comparison
yeah,
for that.
so it doesn't matter. Also, our church
Mm-hmm.
is said to have been brought brick by brick from Trelawney.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all the way from Trelawney here and rebuilt
Interesting.
here as a gift to Princess Alice.
Wow.
Also, more on this church. This church was actually a winery before
Really?
it became
Before-
a church.
So that's why they drink the wine at church.
So this church was a winery before
Wow.
it was a church. So it was a gift.
So the winery was the gift, not the church.
Yeah.
Oh,
the winery
okay.
was the gift. So the
Got
building
it.
was the gift, and it was a winery.
All
So
right.
as you can see, it doesn't have the traditional church
right.
look. It really does
Look like a
somewhat,
factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it was a winery before it was a church. And also, you can see right here, and I'm not sure if they're open. I don't think they're open. But this glass right here
Mm-hmm.
inside, since you know it was brought brick by brick, there were some missing pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So the missing pieces were that, and then the glass inside
Mm-hmm.
was brought from England, I believe,
Wow.
as a gift to Princess Alice also.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Wow.
and now it's a church too. It hosts weddings
Wow.
and so on for, you know,
The
our
students
alumni.
and alumni. Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice. I like that.
Also, we're in the Mona. We're in the Mona estate.
Mhm.
This right here is an aqueduct. That blue tunnel building, tunnel shaped thing. It's an aqueduct. It brought water to the slaves here on the
Oh,
plantation.
wow.
So you were asking if any of
Yeah.
our history is destroyed. Not really. You know, some damage has been.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Some damage has been done, but as you can see, it's throughout the campus. So it's here going up back towards the Papina estate. So it brought water not only to the Papina Mona estate, but to the Hope estate and estates around it. So I believe
Wow.
it's brought towards 4 estates, if not 6, 4 to 6 estates. The aqueduct brought water to. So all of right here, aqueduct. You see the
Right.
little chunk went for the ring road,
Yeah.
but it's throughout.
Yeah, I see it. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Throughout the
And I
whole
think that's definitely a sense of pride because, you know, to know that at one point, you know, there's a time where we probably
it's
wouldn't be
open.
able to roam free.
Let me ask.
And now we're able to have this and be able
Yeah,
to, you
can you
know,
imagine?
roam free and yeah.
How them feel.
And it was us, the slaves, that brought the same water.
Exactly. That we're using. That's interesting.
It's our old dramatic theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's our old one. We can say. I don't know. Yeah. Something like that.
So what do they do there? They learn, they study drama, or is it more like they're doing like film and?
I think it's a combination of both actually.
Okay.
So it's the study of it
Mm-hmm.
as well as the film.
Oh, okay. Right.
So I have a friend who's into photography. She does film. She also studies theater because I believe her class on a play the other day.
Oh.
It's really great. So we're going into this little try. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that, but I want to ensure that we can come out soon. So as you can see, dramatic theater. It was to show you how old this was. It was in Gibraltar camp time.
Oh my goodness.
So this is the park right here. This is where they put on plays. And we're right here. I think that's like so where they put on plays and everything during that time. Because you know, it's really as to what the pelican looks like, honestly, because I've heard so, and they chose it because
So that's the mascot for the university. Okay, the pelican.
So the pelican.
All right.
They said it can be found in every parish.
Wow.
Sorry, I said parish, in every country
Oh, okay.
that is a part of the UWI Mona. And in all of the
Interesting.
Caribbean countries.
So they took over that then.
Yes. Personally, I haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. They said the pelican.
What type of tree is that?
This one?
Yes.
So these are our palm trees.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that grow
I've
from a
heard
palm
that's
tree.
already- It's a palm tree.
Wow.
The fruits.
I've eaten something that came from it in Florida, but it's not this size.
No, not that size.
I think so. And I don't think I've seen anyone eat these.
Well, I've
I've never
look
seen
at that.
No, them. Our pastor have some little one. Yeah, it eats. The pastor.
Yeah, I've heard so,
It almost tastes like passion
Put
fruit.
it right now.
but I've never had one.
Yeah, it almost tastes like passion fruit.
Wow.
Look at the mango tree. Right?
Yeah, not ready yet.
Beautiful mango tree.
How you got a stone?
They decided not to bear for me for my visit, but maybe next time.
Oh, them be up here? Yeah, man. You gotta come and
So another
Honorable.
part, the bell that's on the sacred, that was on the Sacred Heart Church. So Mr. Anderson actually told me something funny. He said the bell used to be fought over by Irving Hall, Chancellor Hall, and the men who were here. So they used to come back and be like, the bell belongs here.
Wow.
No, the bell belongs here. So it used to be like a tussle for it since the bell, you know?
Right.
So now that the bell is here and in the globe, no one can steal it.
Yes.
And the globe also commemorates, as I said, world leaders
Right.
that are
That's like a good place to put it.
yeah. So here's a memento, and our Prime Minister's
Prime
name
Minister.
is here.
Over this side. You can
Yeah.
put it down.
His name is right here.
Bruce Golden electric.
No, the last person is the most honorable journalist.
Yeah.
Bruce Golden.
Okay. Him down there.
And three
And
more
look at the
supposed to be
different
added.
ones from all over the world.
Yeah,
Different. That's
all
awesome.
over the world.
Right. That's wonderful.
Yeah, mortar.
Yeah.
Yeah, three more supposed to be added. So you see, there's ample space for. Can't really see it once it's on the tour because it's closer towards in
Oh,
the back.
right. So that's another residence hall.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
is our Elsa Leorini, but we call it Towers here.
Towers.
Newer one too. Huh?
Yes,
Alright.
it's a newer one also.
So you feel like there's enough housing, or do you all run into like waiting lists and things like that?
It depends on the halls.
Okay.
So some of the halls are more common, like Irvin and Elsa Leorini Towers. So Taylor is also a common hall. So you have your more common halls that you may run into an issue where they're like, we're full, because some students, they're applying now.
Right for where?
Yeah,
never.
for September.
Wow. Okay.
So
Yeah.
they're applying from April. And then if you're here and, for example, first years have more of an in because you know you're a first year.
Right.
So yeah. But once you're applying, it's kind of hard because you may run into a waiting period.
So why they want to go into those halls more than
Okay, so some halls, because of
Location.
location, how old they are.
Modern.
Yes, so they have more hall spirit than some.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
so my hall, the newest hall, we don't really have that much hall spirit. I would say there is some, but it's not a lot. Although Towers is also one of our newer halls, a whole lot of hall spirit.
So you have the pre-university.
Yeah, that's where we have students who are doing CAPE subjects, and they do it here, so they're already familiarized with university. And
That's
once
really
they,
good.
They can come here at the university. So we have a lot of them. I think most of them right here are UWI. They wear the polo shirts that says
Yes.
UWI with
Okay.
jeans.
Right. Wow, that's good. So they already get that exposure to the campus.
So the campus and
All
campus
right.
life.
So what subjects are those that they're studying? Like they're studying stuff that's transferable, or
yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like we have dual enrollment.
Also, yeah, it's
All
also where they can do subjects even if they don't want to come to the university.
Oh, okay.
So-
Nice.
It's just to ensure, everyone gets a feel, so you can get a feel of college life.
College life in
university
general. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Because they wanted to expand the school for medicine, they dug up some apple trees, and under the apple trees were remains. They were said to be remains of slaves.
Oh my goodness.
So we have a lot of apple trees here on the campus because it's said to be the remains of slaves.
Wow.
So if you realize over there at our,
It's a lot of aki.
you can see why there's a lot of apple trees.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
we
So this is
can't-
probably the part that they were mostly
Yes.
on because they would have
This
been
was-
farming
You
that.
can see the water thing.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm getting to. So as you can see, we kind of build around the ackee trees here.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you see ackee trees are integrated in the parking lot,
Yes.
between the cars, whatever.
nice.
That's because we cannot remove them for archaeological evidence, for the culture.
So the
for
remains are underneath the trees?
underneath the trees.
Wow.
So because they dug up a few of them and found the remains,
Mm-hmm.
they had to leave the remains like that around there. So it can't be touched. It's artifact. It's a national artifact now.
Wow.
So we can't touch it. We can't touch it. So here now we have a monument. So as we can see, kind of trend with UWI Mona, we kind of like to remember what happened here
Of course.
before it
Yes.
became UWI Mona. So here is a monument that is dedicated to all the enslaved people who were alive here on the Papine estate.
Wow.
So it has
And this would have been in the 1800s
Yep,
and before.
1832 it's on it.
All right.
So it has over 197 names of
Wow.
enslaved people. So over here is the males. So yeah, over here is the males, and then you have females on the other side, as well as a map showing the Papine estate.
So that's where they get John Crow from. John Crow. you see
Where?
that? Right, that's all.
It would have been one
John
of
Crow.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you'd realize these are all first names because slaves were not
slave,
given
right,
last
exactly.
names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been nice to have had a last name on here because you would have known.
Actually, the last name is on here. Slaves were given the last names of their owners. So since this was the Papine estate,
So they were all of them were
Papine.
Papines. Wow, my lord.
So they did not believe that they
Right.
were worthy enough to get
Yeah.
a name. So this is also why we have commemorated them here.
These are the
So-
female side.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And as you can see, they had some absurd names, as what we call them now. For
Black
example,
Kitty.
Black Kitty
Yes.
and John Crow on the
John
other
Crow.
side for males. So
Wow.
you know they
Yeah.
really thought of us as animals.
Nothing. Yeah.
Wow, that's so sad.
So back to the aqueduct, right? Down that side.
That's where we were on the other side.
Yes.
Okay.
So all the way down there is a water house.
Wow.
That's where after the water was brought from the
So wait,
aqueduct,
is that a part of this here or that's a new thing?
this right here?
Yes.
No, this is new.
Okay.
I think it's a filtration system for the
Okay.
water.
So that's
Once.
why they call it water.
Always try to what break up it if it's an earthquake or
Okay, so multiple earthquakes, as you know,
Yeah,
Port
that's
Royal or whatever,
thinking.
multiple stuff has caused it. So as well as just natural deterioration from being here so long. So natural disasters, natural deterioration, as well as some of it being of man-made destruction before we knew what it was for.
Oh.
Yeah, because as you can see the roads, it went straight down.
Wow.
Yeah, but
we almost
after-
didn't have this.
after we found out what it was from, you know, thorough research, journals, whatever, this is why it can't be touched anymore. So down here is the water house. This is where the water from the aqueduct would go down, and then you'd have a water wheel. So the boiler room, that's what I got, the boiler.
Wow.
So it went, water went, spin on the water wheel, crush the sugar cane, you know, and then so on. So this is where
the sugar cane filtered it or something?
No, so that's where they would press the sugar cane.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, press the sugar cane and everything to create, you know, the rum and whatever.
Oh, wow.
So boil the sugar to become the crystals to produce sugar.
Got it.
Right. So this is it.
Did they preserve, like, or do you know a little bit about the quarters, the slave quarters? I mean, obviously it seemed like it was on this side of the
slave quarters.
Yes.
Actually,
yes.
No, I'm not sure. I've heard something saying that this was the slave quarters.
Look.
No, you can look from like the outside. Like, yeah.
It was Jamaica National Heritage Trust.
Yeah. So
National Monument.
So as you can see, the wheel was inside it, and then the water was.
Wow.
You can tell that was still part of a building.
Yeah.
Or something,
You can see it was still. You can see it was
connected
over
to this
here.
also.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh?
That is where sugar works. It's from the Papua Estate. Yeah.
Wow.
So boiling and drink house for the romance.
Right.
But they came from Ghana anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a way to preserve the history. Interesting.
Students who want to do marine biology, math, physics, and or faculty of engineering is around the back of it, so you can't really see it. It's our newest faculty. Engineering is our newest faculty here. So that's really good. No, we're going straight. Yeah. And also geography and geology, as you can see.
That's where we were here earlier.
So yeah, you can see it. And we also have our own nuclear plant.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're the only one in the utilized. Yeah. So this money would stop one store right here, please. This money bit right here, over here, of this. It's of all the stones found in Jamaica. Yes, the base stone is said to be over 1 million years old. Over 600 million I'm afraid. Yeah, and we passed him, Sir Philip Sherlock. He was over
there.
Yeah.
The statue. That one.
I don't think we can reverse.
Oh, it was
We can't reverse. So it's okay, we can go around. So yeah, and back to the nuclear plant as you asked. So we do nuclear testing over there, as well as research on nuclear energy and so on. Wow. So it's over there. As you see, ICEN. It's the only nuclear plant in the Caribbean. Wow. Here at UWI. So as I said, UWI has a whole lot of firsts. Yeah. Yeah, ICEN. Yeah, the nuclear plant. No, we're going straight. So, on our right, as you can see, this is the Faculty of Social Sciences. All of this peach colored building, all of it, the Faculty of Social Sciences. Yeah. Psychology, sociology, business, because our business is online.
We have a sickle cell unit.
Yes, as I said, research.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, so we have research on sickle cells where people off campus and other people come here to do research as well as tests on sickle cells. Over here is the Faculty of Law. As you can see on our left, Faculty of Law. Yeah, Faculty of Law. And beside it is our Mona School of Business Management for postgrads. So we have two different buildings for undergrads and postgrads.
Oh, okay. That would be my area there.
Yeah.
So you have like things that are more like certificates, like they're continuing education stuff, or is it more like the actual degree?
Going to school or placement.
I think it's both.
Okay.
Yeah. So over here on our right is the Norman Manley Law School. So this is where after you graduated, Norman, once you graduated Faculty of Law and you've got your LLB, you're enrolled here. Or you can, yeah, automatically you're enrolled here. Wow. Or if you were up to go to another, so up to the graduate.
Going how?
So
That building looks like my old campus.
really, that beautiful building right there is our Faculty of Medical Sciences.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you want to be a doctor?
Yeah, Dr. Scott there. So that's what I was going to get to. It's strategically placed because UWI has their own hospital.
Yes.
So the University Hospital of those days. So it's right, the faculty is right here because we do have hands-on experience.
Right down behind the car.
Yeah. So we do have hands-on experience here at the university. So once I believe we've completed, it depends on what area at the time. And coming out of independence, a lot of people were sick. There were not enough doctors being trained here in the Caribbean as they were being trained overseas in like London, places like that. So they would have to go to London and come back here, which was which was a really
And that was like back in
beneficial.
the 60s and
Yeah, because UWI Mona was became University of Mona in 1948.
Okay.
So, you know, during that time, a whole lot was happening.
Right.
A lot of people were sick. We needed the workforce. We needed the labor class. So because of that, we started off as a university for medicine.
Okay, yeah, I saw that sign earlier. For the students with special needs.
Hold on a second. Yeah. So it's for students with special needs.
Taking care of some people with special needs.
Yeah. So they do their exams here.